The fifth regular session of the 20th City Council of Cagayan de Oro is now called to order. Please rise. Invocation by Honorable Councilor J. Pascual, followed by singing of the national anthem of the Republic of the Philippines and singing of the Cagayan de Oro March.
Maayong hapon, Madam Chair, maayong hapon sa akong mga kauban, and of course sa atong mga bisita sa likod. Ang manguros, in Father, Son, the Holy Spirit. Amen. Heavenly Father, hear my prayer for unity, that we may all love each other as you first loved us. May we act with compassion, kindness, humility, gentleness, and patience toward one another, living in unity with you. May we lay down our swords, set aside our grievances, and forgive each other as you forgive us. Lord, lead us to take that you have given us love, mercy, grace, forgiveness, and spread those in this world, lavishing them upon others in our lives. May your love bind us together in perfect unity. All this I pray through your Son, Jesus Christ. Amen. In the name of Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. Amen.
Mga kababayan, ang pambansang awit ng Pilipinas. Kayang mag-ibig, telas na silanganan, alam ng puso, sa titik mo'y buhay. Lupang hinirang, tuyang ka ng mag-ibig, sa manlulubig, di ka masisigil, sa nagatang tutok sa simoy at sa langit ng pangaw, ay hinatang tula, tawid sa paglayang minamahal, ang isang ng pagkawat mo'y tagumpay na nag-iibig, ang ituwin at araw niya kailan pang ay mag-iibig, lupa ng araw ng walang pagsikap, buhay langit sa piling mo, ang inigaya ng pagkay mga amin, ang mamatay ng dahil sa'yo.
Please sit down. Mr. Secretary, can you please check whether there is a quorum?
Honorable Jocelyn B. Rodriguez, City Vice Mayor and Presiding Officer. For the 1st District Councilors, Honorable Agapito Heriberto G. Swan, Honorable Roger G. Abaday, Honorable J.R. Pascual, Honorable Aimee Rose P. Moreno, Honorable Romeo V. Calizo, Honorable George is Goking, Honorable Jose Pepe S. Abot Jr., Honorable Malvern A. Esparcia. For the 2nd District Councilors, Honorable Evona Yasini B. Imano, Honorable Maria Lourdes Gaani, Honorable Jelen Mercedes L. Balaba, Honorable James K. Judith II, Honorable Ian Mark Yunakaya, Honorable Edgar S. Cabanlas, Honorable Christian Rostico M. Achas, Honorable Suzette G. Magtahas Daba. For the ex-officio members, Honorable Yan Lam is Lim, Liga ng mga Barangay President, and Honorable John Michael L. Seno, City Escape Federation President. There is a 100% attendance, Madam Chair. We have a quorum.
Quorum of the 5th regular session is hereby certified. Before we proceed, we have two celebrants. Birthday celebrants, Councilor Ayan Mark Nakaya, my friend, and Councilor Bernie Esparcia. So I would like that the minority floor leader I would like you to lead the singing of the birthday song. That is how we will do it. Okay? So, yes, Councilor?
Councilor George Goking has recently celebrated also his
okay.
birthday.
No.
Councilor George Goking also.
And
Mana-
the presiding
mana to,
officer,
pass na
the
to.
vice mayor,
Yeah.
1 or 2 days from
The
now
Vice
will be
Mayor, the Vice
celebrating her
Mayor.
birthday.
Happy birthday to the Vice
Thank you,
Mayor.
thank you.
August
Actually,
3.
dili pa man pwede mag-celebrate, basta before. Alam mo nang tinuhuan sa Chinese. After pa sa 3rd. So we will be celebrating my birthday next Monday. So for now, we would like to sing our birthday song. You have to stand up, Attorney James, because I'm calling you, the minority floor leader, to lead this singing of the birthday song. Of course, with a microphone.
1, 2, ready. What's it? Birthday song.
Yeah.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday. Attorney James Judith, I told you to stand up.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you.
Pastor.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you.
Okay, happy birthday, Councilor Ayan
Ayan
Maglakaya and Councilor Bernie Sparcia. May the good Lord bless you and your family.
Madam
Thank
Chair,
you.
Madam
Chair.
Yes,
Adlan.
Councilor.
It is by tradition that every time that there's birthday celebrant, you have to give lechon for the...
Yes. Niingon magod sila nga wala pa daw sweldo. Pero dili mo excuse ana ha. Oh, anyway, it's really nice to tradition na Allah makaamot gayon, no? Anyway, let us proceed, no? Majority Floor Leader Councilor Ayan Mark Nakaya.
That's the tradition that Councilor Roger Abaday would like to start in your administration.
Oh, sige.
And the target is the vice mayor will shoulder the expenses. Is that the... okay.
Start ang Bernie and you.
Okay. Councilor Gokin also,
Humana man si Councilor Goking, di ba? Naglechon na.
Anyway,
Okay.
thank you, Madam Presiding Officer, for the greetings, and our colleagues in the council for and of course the minority leader who just assumed the responsibility of Councilor Doc Buboy Daba's role to lead the singing of Happy
But you
Birthday
know what,
song.
Majority Floor Leader, everybody will lead.
Okay.
Yes. Nobody is exempted.
I
So
thought-
the next birthday, I will be calling any councilor to lead the singing.
Councilor Suset,
Yes.
be ready.
Because we already mastered the singing of Happy Birthday, gagmay pata. So there's no reason nga dili ta maka Lead sa kanta.
But the
Bisag
majority
yabag-yabag
is-
siya ganina.
But the
Okay ra
majority
bigyapon.
is yielding, Madam Presiding Officer. We are yielding to the
Yes.
voice of Councilor James Judith. There's no problem.
Thank you. Thank you, Attorney James Judith.
Matod pa ni Councilor Swan, di na ako isulti. Nakadungog ko sa imong i-comment, ha? Nakadungog ko sa imong comment. Thank you, thank you.
Next time, practice the singing of birthday song. Okay.
Thank you.
Proceed, Majority Floor Leader.
Mayong hapon usab sa atong fellow Cagayanons, friends from the media, and good afternoon. I move, Madam Presiding Officer, to dispense with the reading of the minutes of meeting July 25, 2022, and to consider the furnishing of this copy to every member as the reading itself.
Second, any objection? Motion carried.
I likewise move for the approval of the said minutes of meeting.
Second, objection? Motion carried.
Per our House rules, Madam Presiding Officer, we are allowed to accept and admit three special reporters, and the first is for as long as it is within the 1 hour limit. First reporter is Councilor John Michael Seno, as regards the streamlining of the issuance of building permit at the Office of the Building Official. The second is Councilor Yevona Yasini Galisod-lisod
Yes.
yes. Sa imong ngalan.
It was once said that good buildings come from good people, and all problems are solved by design. To our Honorable Presiding Officer, the members of this Honorable City Council, to all those who are present in this August Hall, friends from the media, fellow Cagayanons, mayong hapon kanatong tanan. Today, I would like to introduce a game-changing innovation that will surely help our city's economy, especially the business sector. A much-needed change that will stimulate economic growth and will put Cagayan de Oro in the map as an investor-friendly city. We are facing a new horizon before us, a horizon filled with innovations and advancements. This change, if fruitful, will be the first in the Philippines. I am proposing to the good City Council to pass an ordinance that will streamline the application of building permits here in the city of Cagayan de Oro. The current design of our local bureaucracy is that for an ordinary Cagayanon to successfully secure a building permit, he would have to go through a tedious process. The reality is, it takes at least several months just for a mere application for a building permit to be approved. Not mentioning the existing slow bureaucracy that is an extra challenge to our constituents. I have here with me, Madam Presiding Officer, documents that needs to be presented before a business sector could put up his commercial industrial building, or a simple Cagayanon who would like to get a building permit for his house. Medyo dagan-dagan. Now, if you apply for a building permit, you'll have to secure several documents before you can begin constructing your homes or commercial establishments. documents which I believe should not be treated as a condition precedent for the approval of one's application. It does not only stifle our building owners, but ultimately the progression of our beloved city as well. In fact, records would show us that there are several buildings littered across Cagayan de Oro that up to now still have no building permits because of the retarded and outdated application procedure. I'm appealing to all good members of this city council to pass an ordinance which will provide for a more efficient application process. My proposal is as follows. The approval of the application of building permit must not only require the submission of the following indispensable documents. Number 1, barangay clearance. Number 2, city planning clearance, locational clearance. Number 3, title, certificate, true copy. Number 4, tax declaration, tax clearance, land and improvement. And of course, most important, design or plan with bill of materials duly signed by an engineer or its equivalent. Upon the submission of the following, the application may be approved by the office of the building official on the condition that the lacking documents may be subsequently submitted within a reasonable period of time. Instead of requiring the submission of all the documents currently required by the OBO before the issuance of a building permit application, which in reality causes unnecessary delay to the detrimental of our city, and we should provide an option wherein an applicant may undertake to subsequently submit the required documents within a period of time. This option would hasten the application of building permits. One may already begin with the construction of his home or commercial building or industrial building while securing other documents subject to the undertaking. The purpose of this ordinance is to provide a more efficient way of local governance. This will leave an impression to our people that Cagayan de Oro is conducive for business, for investor, for urban progress. It will surely open floodgates of advancements as more and more investors will be encouraged to pour their capital into the city. We shall do away with slow, exhausting, and inconvenient way of holding building permit applications. Upon checking and consultation with some Cagayanons who have tried to secure this permit, it has come to my attention that it seems that it has been taken advantage by some of our city employees responsible as an avenue in order to give undue leverage to others. And on the other hand, prejudice some. My proposal is for the City Council to pass an ordinance that would lessen the burden of our constituents. We, as the representatives of the people, must be mindful of their pleas. This traditional way of bureaucracy must be innovated together with the changing modern times. The crux of this proposal is to speed up the city's growth. A building is not a mere pile of cements. It represents growth, opportunity, and progress. Surely, we can provide a better system that our constituents deserve. However, I am also worried of the concerns regarding this proposal. This proposal does not mean that we are sacrificing the safety and integrity of our infrastructures. We are not trying to lower the standards set forth by law. We are merely streamlining its application process so that progress may be started as soon as possible as soon as practicable. My proposal is that for residential purposes, for a period of not later than 30 days must be given to the applicant for them to subsequently submit the lacking requirements. And for commercial and industrial purposes, a period of not later than 45 days shall likewise be provided. This undertaking must be duly notarized by a notary public. This notarization of such undertaking will also leave an impression to our people that this undertaking is serious document that entails certain sanctions and possible revocation of the said permit. Kasabot niya na nga ilahang undertaking na pagapirmahan notaryado sa notary public og nakasukip didto ang mga lagda nga kinahanglan nila pagasundon nga gisulti ko na sa unahan 30 ka adlaw atong ihatag para sa residential houses, 45 ka adlaw para sa atong commercial and industrial buildings. Klaro didto sa ato ang undertaking na pagapirmahan sa aplikante. Ihimo nato na sa ato ang business permits na ay mga undertakings na isubmit na lang iapas bali para makaproceed na sa pagtukod sa ilahang gatukuron. The undertaking will also contain a provision wherein if the applicant's failure to submit the requirements by the OBO within the period provided for, they will face a monetary fine or maybe about 500 per day for residential. Such fine, I believe, is more than fair and reasonable considering the leeway that this brings. Not only will this compel to comply, but also raise funds for the city government should they err in doing so. After the lapse of period provided for in the undertaking, not only they will be liable for a fine per day, the OBO shall also have the authority to cause the stoppage of their construction until the requirements are complied with. Should they still fail to do so, their permits may be revoked after 6 months of non-compliance of the undertaking. Syaro naman po sa sulod sa unom kabulan kung di pa gyud niya mahatag ang mga dokumento nga gikinahanglan. Madam Presiding Officer. With this undertaking, seeks to give our people a head start to allow them to proceed with their progress earlier, and most especially to avoid being the reason for their success and growth. We, as the local government, should never become the reason why pending business opportunities are delayed, hampered, and worse, may shy away just because of our inefficient and tedious way of conducting our processes. Particularly the mere application of building permit. As what this administration would loudly echoed before, kauban taoy. Kauban kita sa pag-uswag o paglambo sa atong ekonomiya o ang atong panginabuhian. Kining gamay nga kausaban, magdala kini og dako nga kalambuan sa dakbayan. Nahimo manggali nga papa-streamline pagtukod sa ato ang cell tower. Nganuman po dili na to mapa-streamline ang pagtukod sa building sa ato ang dakbayan nga diin naay makatrabaho o at the same time ang syudad naapoy income, Madam Presiding Officer. What was once a burdensome procedure will now become easier and more efficient should this be passed into an ordinance. Thank you so much, Madam Presiding Officer, my fellow Cagayanons. Good afternoon, everyone.
Thank you, Councilor Seno. That's a very good report. Any comments or interpellation? Councilor Attorney James Judith, please.
Atong halangdon nga Vice Mayor Jocelyn Bebot Rodriguez, akong tinahod nga kauban sa konseho, atong mga bisita, mga gingsakpan sa prensa nga natin sa Cagayan de Oro sa inyong tanan, maupay. Konsihal Seno, gikalipay nako ang imong gibungat nga sugyot balaudnon nga atong pagapandayon nga ordinansa kabahin sa streamlining sa Ubo. Busa pagkadungog nako nga na-appeal di ay sa pagpakli nako sa atong agenda book nga na-appeal di kana nimo nga sugyot balaudnon, nakalista din ko dinhi unsa ang mga concerns nga kinahanglan nato tagaag pagtagad. But nako ni nga masingit ma-appeal for the record sa imong plano bali nga sugyot balaudnon nga mao gid ni ang kasagad nga problema nga giatubang sa atong yanong lungsuranon kung magtukod man galing og residential building. Kay matud pa nila Konsehal Seno, pag moagi kuno ka og ubo, makaubo kuno ka sa requirements sa ubo. Kay grabe ang mga requirements, magtukod lang ka og building, makaubo na kuno ka, mao day gitawag sila nga ubo. Matud pa Konsehal Seno, mao kini ang ilang mga concerns sa akong pagpangutana kanila. Matingala sila. Kung ang yuta kuno dili titulado, tax declaration lang, ubutan nato nga squatter ka, pero di bawal man kuno tawagon ang squatter karon nga squatter, kundi informal settler. Dali ra kuno ka makakutay og kurente, kay affidavit raman kuno ang kapangayoon Konsehal Seno. Unya itandi nimo sa naay nagkupot nga titulo. Dili na nun siya makakutay og kurente, kay kinahanglan pa siya mokuha og building permit. Mo ni akong gusto Konsehal Seno nga maapil nimo sa imong sugyot balaod nun. Kay dako kay ni nga problema. Imagine na, tax declaration lang. Unya itandi sa naghawid og titulo. Ang katunan nung gahawid og titulo, maglisod na nun pagkutay og kurente. Pwede ba Councilor Seno nga masingit nimo sa sugyot balaod nun nga case to case basis sa duta kung naay tag-iya sa usa ka yuta titulado? Pwede ba nga makakutay siya kurente, dili na kinahanglan siya og building permit kung ang katuyuan lang niya, kurente lang, kung mahimo. Kaya ang naitabo manggod karon Councilor Seno, ang katunay noon, napagbigyan na noon, napihig na noon ang titulado at tagiya sa titulado nga yuta, napihig na noon sa katong walay klaro ang iyang titulo sa yuta. Nag-okupar lang sa mga yuta, kay pwede raman siya mag-execute og waiver. Makakutay na din siya og kurente. So ang ako lang hangyo, kung pwede ba, Councilor Seno, masingit na nato sa imong sugyot balaod nun, nga katong mapagbigyan nato, case-to-case basis, katong mga tagya sa yuta, kay dili man but pasabot, nga naa kay titulo sa kayuta, kwartahan ka na dayon, makagahom ka na dayon og kuha og business permit. So kung mahimo, kinamay uban baya nga ni-inherit lang og yuta, pero wag gyapon taon, anak gyapon sa, nagpadayon gyapon nga pobre. So pwede ba nga ato na siyang mabutang? Laing pod nga concern, Councilor Seno, ang stricto nga mga requirements kuno ang sa ubo. Makaubo gani ka. Pero matingala ka kung imo baling bansay-bansayon, tanaw nimo mga gambalay dinhi sa atong dakbayan, daghan man lang lagi nga mga gambalay nga wala nakatuman sa mga requisitos sama sa setback. Nay mga building dinhi naihap nako nga naagyod sa sentrong bahin sa atong dakbayan. Walay setback. Pero magtukod ka kung building, mangayo kag building permit, stricto kuno ang upo nga kinahanglan gyud na ay setback. Pero ngano na lagi mga building nakalusod, wala mga setback, wala nakatuman sa mga ilagda sa atong building code. Napoy laing nga punto Councilor Seno nga gusto nila nga masingit. Nga ingon nila nakabayad na kuno ka sa imong mga charges and fees dito sa ubo. But pasabot, kaya nakabayad naman ka, kompleto na ka sa mga requisitos. Apan matingala sila, kay dugay pa nimo makuha ang imong building permit. Aptan pagagpila ka semana. O say pila ka bulan. Sa totoo imong gingon ganiya, Councilor Seno, nga aptan og pila ka bulan, aya pa ka makakuha. Sa imong sugyot, kung mahimo, ang usa ka residential building, sulod sa 30 ka adlaw. Kung usa ka commercial building, sulod sa 45 ka adlaw. Napadayon laing pod nga concern, Councilor Seno, ingon nila, nga kaning namugna nga contractor's tax. Kung but sumahon namugna kini kay ang konsepto kinahanglan patawan nato og buhis or fees or charges ang katong mga kontraktor nga dili taga Cagayan de Oro. Mao man ang katuyuan sa contractor's tax. Akong isubay ngano namugna ang mga contractor's tax kay kana lagi ang katuyuan. Kaning contractor's tax mo na ni karon ang general engineering charges. In general engineering. Pero contractor's tax gyapon na ang yang sinugdanan. Ang naitabo, ang konsepto sakto baya sa contractor's tax, imong patawan og buhis. Ang syudad mo'y makakwarta, kay naay kontraktor nga dinibali, gahimo sa ilang negosyo, gatigayon sa ilang project, nga dili taga Cagayan de Oro. Dapat makasingit ang atong dakbayan, makakwarta ang dakbayan nato sa ila baling gahimuon dinhi sa ilang pagtigayon sa ilang serbisyo. Pero ako nakita sa pagsugod sa contractor's tax, nalaras na inoon nga imbis para raunta sa mga kontraktor nga dili taga Cagayan de Oro, na-appeal naman noon ang mga kontraktor nga nakabase sa Cagayan de Oro. Pag-usab nila sa pangalan nga dili na contractor's tax, gihimo na lang general engineering charges. Ang naitabo, Councilor Seno, ila lang gyapong na-appeal ang katong mga kontraktor nga taga Cagayan de Oro. Nga kung but sumahon, nakakwarta naman ang atong dakbayan sa Cagayan de Oro sa kaning mga kontraktor nga nagbayad og PTR kung taga Cagayan de Oro. So muna akong nakita bali nga mga punto nga unta masingit nato, Councilor Seno, sa atong sugyot badlaw nun. Napadayon nga laing punto. Madam Chair, dagko naman hinuon ang bayad sa gitawag nato nga building permit kung ikaw kanang ikaw awardee ka sa gitawag nato nga mga kining gambalay or unit sa CHUD, City Housing and Urban Development. Ang nahitabo, Madam Chair, nga ako, awardee ko sa usa ka kanang proyekto sa gobyerno, kaning housing, taga kanito, kasagara, pagatpat. Ang nahitabo, Madam Chair, kung gusto ka mag-improve, kung gusto ka mag-renovar, or gusto ka magtukod building, kaya nasinso ka gamay, sa katong baling, ang imo baling luna, katong existing baling residential project sa atong kagamanan, ang nahitabo, makaubo ka sa mga bayranon nimo sa ubo. Nga mas, kung imong tanawon, pila naman taon to nga, unsa pa man taon niyang itukod sa iyang gambalay or i-renovar, nga dito naman nahurot naman niya iyang pundo sa pagbinayara sa mga charges and fees sa ubo. Mo gani nga balikon ako, Councilor Seno, gikalipay nako, Madam Chair, nga naang sugyot ni Councilor Seno nga kaning bahin sa pag-streamline sa ubo. Kay matud palagi, balikon pud nako nga makaubo lagi ang tanan nga mag-comply sa requirement sa ubo. Kung buot man ka nato, ang katuyuan man ka nato nga mosenso ang atong dakbayan. Pwede ba nga sa kining mga sugyot, kining mga concerns, ato matagaan og pagtagad, aron pod nga mabutang nimo sa kaning sugyot balaod nun ni Councilor Seno, para na pod ang katuyuan nato, ang ato mangkang dakbayan. Kani nga mga punto, kay mamaning sagad nga mga reklamo sa atong mga yanong lungsuranon. Kini lang, Madam Chair, daghang salamat, Asdang Cagayan de Oro.
Thank you, Councilor Attorney James Judith. Any comments? Councilor Romeo Calizo.
Thank you very much, Madam Chair. Good afternoon to you and to all my colleagues. I'm sure there will be a lot of details, fast move, Madam Chair, that this be discussed further if it be referred to the appropriate committee. Because there and then we can have the whole day discussing that issue. And correct me if I'm wrong, my colleague, Councilor Judith, because there appears to be an insinuation of a commission of an action contrary to the anti-graft and corrupt practices. And this might be the reason why the application of permits goes that long. Because if OBO is indeed by heart really wants to help the applicants for permit, they can do it in a short time. In the report of Councilor Seno, as I was listening, the requirements are all doable. I don't know why a certain document takes that long before it can be approved by OBO. So these things shall be discussed very deliberately in a focused manner and more extensively before the appropriate committee, Madam Chair. And so I move. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you, Councilor Calizo. Okay, Councilor Ayan Atchas, please. Next is Councilor Seno.
Hello. Thank you, Madam Chair, and to the special August body. Madam Chair, I would like to kind of adhere with the policy that during the magpo og mga business clearances, I hope that these ordinances will not deprive the barangay from the barangay business clearance, Madam Chair. It is in our local code. It provides that the punong barangay shall provide barangay clearances. And number one, the role of the punong barangay is to enforce laws and ordinances. That's why, Madam Chair, nga kung mahimo, kung natay streamlining sa atong mga business clearances, hinautunta nga dili unta ma-deprive ang barangay. Kaya gani, we all know, Madam Chair, even the ease of doing business, the role of the punong barangay to issue clearances it's already being deprived. So that's why karon nga part when we are streamlining the business construction clearances, I hope nga mahatagan ni og pagtagad, Madam Chair. Number one, pag naay conflict sa barangay ang kapitan mga tubang. That's why it is very most important nga dili mawala ang issuance of barangay construction clearance, Madam Chair. Probably I suggest, Madam Chair, nga kung mahimo hatagan lang siguro og period of time nga enough nga ma-fast track nato ang mga clearances nga kinanglanon sa usa ka aplikante. But not to the extent nga ma-deprive nato ang barangay kay luoy ang kapitan, Madam Chair. Kung imong obserbahan karon, even gani every January, wala na nato di na nato ma-feel nga ang the importance of being a punong barangay to issue business clearances. How much more if we deprive them to give issuances about business building permits, Madam Chair. So gusto lang nako nga i-add on na nga dili siya mawala ang issuance of punong barangay, especially sa atong kanang gitawag nato nga construction clearance, Madam Chair. That would be all, Madam Chair.
Thank you, Councilor Atchas. Councilor Seno, you're recognized.
Good afternoon once again,
I call the
Madam
real Councilor Seno.
Once again, Madam Presiding Officer. I've jot down notes with the proposals of Councilor James Judith. These electrical permits for title owners, look into this. And of course, setback of buildings and the construction tax and building permit fees sa ato ang mga igsuong kabus ng tao. And I would just like to clear that barangay clearance in this proposal, Madam Presiding Officer, wala na to giwala. Importante nga naagi barangay clearance kay lagi ikan pud tas barangay at samtang nato ang rule pud sa usa ka kapitan. No, kinahanglan gyud nga naay koordinasyon sa barangay. But I would like also to adhere with the sentiment of Councilor General Calizo that this may be referred to the Committee on Engineering, Infrastructure and Public Works for further studies so that our business owners in this city pagka po ng nasa.
Councilor Goking, then Councilor Edgar Cabanlas after.
Daghang salamat, Vice Mayor Jocelyn Bebot Rodriguez, and to the August body, to my fellow colleagues, atong press of Katawhan sa Cagayan de Oro. In 2020, Madam Chair, we had the Republic Act 11032 is on doing business. This was even the barangay clearance, it was incorporated to the Ordinance Ease on Doing Business sa Republic Act 11032. That included the barangay clearance. Ang barangay clearance was approved by the League of the Barangay Captains with a resolution authorizing the city to collect 1,000 pesos uniform. So it was not the city council that approved of the 1,000, but it was the Liga ng mga barangay. So we incorporated to the 11032 Republic Act is on doing business. So kating problema sa UBO, this is more geared towards the Committee on Ways and Means. Kay we have discussed this earlier na. We are incorporating this to the next meeting sa Ways and Means to bring down the requirements of the OBO from 7 to 4. Bro, this has to be discussed with the City Treasurer's Office. Kaya sila may pangolekta para matagan o business permit. So kung structure, of course, public works, but if you talk about revenues, you have to talk to the Committee on Ways and Means kay mamanig authorized. But there is already an ordinance on that, Madam Chair, to process on the application for the OBO. So ang ato lang karon is to monitor their approval. Dinood man nag-isulti ni atong colleague si Councilor James Judith nga makaubo. But we just have to streamline. So this is already in process, Madam Chair. So we'd just like to inform the body. I was budding ang pag-set na lang sa meeting for that. Daghang salamat, Madam Chair.
Thank you, Councilor Goking. Last, Councilor Edgar Cabanlas. Another last, Councilor Balaba, Girly Balaba.
Thank you very much, Madam Chair, members of the City Council, and also guests around us. Afternoon, let us examine clearly the proposal, and we should consider the fact that the UBO is under the Department of Public Works and Highways. And work of the UBO is based on the Building Code of the Philippines. It's not an ordinance. So therefore, we will be changing some of the requirements of the Building Code. I think it's ultra-various for us to do that. We have to ask Congress. I don't think so we can do that. So let's not do it fast. We have to review and get the opinion of the city legal if these things, this proposal of reducing the number of requirements is feasible legally, and also Department of Public Works, we have to put them on board so that they can advise us. The OBO, like the city treasurer is appointed by the Department of Finance. So they are not the basic or organic employee of the city government. So that's the point, Madam Chair. We will refer this to the Committee on Engineering and also Joint Committee of Ways and Means. But bantay lang ta. We might be stepping on somebody. Foot. As I said, the requirements could be much.
Thank you, Councilor Edgar Cabanlas. Councilor Joylene Balaba.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Good afternoon, everyone. I have to agree with Councilor Cabanlas that the building permits in the Philippines is covered by the National Building Code. No, it's different from the ease of doing business because business permit and building permit. Ang purpose of building permit to our speaker, and why we have to go through the hassle of getting it is to ensure the safety and to see to it that the agricultural plans are complied with the National Building Code of the Philippines. So I don't think na we have to shortcut the requirements just because we have to hasten the building or construction of a certain building in at risking the lives and the safety of our constituents. So there are, not every business or any industrial firms know that there are requirements. No, I'm sure they're not first-time applicants. There are requirements by the law. So I think, as Councilor Cabanlas said, Madam Chair, this has to be properly reviewed because there is a national law on the requirement of issuance of building permits. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Councilor Joylene Belaba. Actually, this is a very good topic for deliberation. So let us refer this to the committees, Committee of Infrastructure, Committees on Ways and Means. Duha ra ba na? Duha lang. Okay, so thank you very much. It's a good topic, no? It's very good. So our next is Councilor E.B. Imano. You're recognized.
Thank you, Madam Presiding Officer. Good afternoon to everyone in this August chamber, to our guests, and to everyone. Good afternoon. I'm making this special report for the purpose of giving recognition to athletes from Cagayan de Oro who have given pride to our city and to us as Cagayanons in the field of combat sports, specifically Muay Thai. They reached out to me last June 24 of 2022, and we have also invited them here in our chamber, Madam Chair. They are there at the back. We have Mr. Robert Bailen and Sir Julie Mandahinog, who both earned gold medals in the Muay Thai Regional Championships, Mindanao Leg 2022, which was held in General Santos City last June 26 of 2022. They represented our city together include and adopt a resolution recognizing, commending, and congratulating Sir Robert Bailen and Sir Julie Mandahinog for winning gold medals in the said Muay Thai Regional Championship, thereby giving honor and pride to the city of Cagayan de Oro as well as its residents. Corollary to this report, Madam Chair, considering that there has been an ordinance number 7927 of 2001 entitled An Ordinance Establishing Guidelines for the Grant of Cash Incentive Award to Deserving Local Athletes Who Won Medals or Awards in national or international competitions of individual or team sports and for other purposes, does not provide cash incentive competition as well as incentives for their coaches. So may I refer to the Committee on Sports and Youth Development chaired by Honorable John Michael L. Seno to consider amending the said ordinance for this very purpose. So thank you very much and good afternoon.
Thank you, Councilor E.B. Imano. And congratulations, there here, no? Congratulations. Can we request the two, yeah, Councilor Seno?
Thank you so much, Madam Presiding Officer. Yeah, congratulations to our athletes. And there was an ordinance. In fact, that's under for review for now, Madam Presiding Officer, because we would like also to include the grants, cash grants, of course, with the coaches. And diya magid sa ordinance gitataw nga lang sanction sa bisan tuod nga imong amigo, ako sang i-discuss. Amigo ta, natay amigo dito Cebu, wag himo tag atong competition, sa pulo ra ta kabuok. Kitang tanan naka-award. Uli din tag Cagayan de Oro, dala na to gold. Presentar unsay imong award, nakoy gold medal. Ato po nang gaklar punto. Munang atong gina-review karon. In fact, gibalik nako sa City Sports kana nga proposal kay sila magyud mas nasayod.
Okay.
Ana, para po nga dili alkansi ang syudad. But that's my reply to the special report. We will consider that, Councilor Evie. But for now, Madam Presiding Officer, can we move for a recess to take a picture?
Actually, we will have Councilor Amy Moreno
Okay.
first so that kausarat na mag-picture ban sa atong mga
Okay.
athletes.
Rodriguez, and of course to the members of the City Council and our guests at the gallery. Maayong hapon ka natong tanan. And of course, I would like to greet our champions in the Muay Thai, our gold medalists. And my special report will also be tackling about sport. Pamisa recently bagged awards in the just concluded Palarong Pambansa Visayas Mindanao Boxing Cup in Cebu City. Out of 30 participants in boxing, 10 of those are our very own Cagayan de Oro athletes. We bagged 3 golds, 1 silver, and 4 bronze medals. Awardees are the 3 gold medalists are Nick Angelo Paila, Jerome Cometa, Sherwin Villanueva, and for silver medalist, Rizaldi Beltran. Out of 10 CDO, Cagayan de Oro athletes, we bagged 8 medals. Those who qualified will compete in the 2022 Palarong Pambansa in Sorsogon Province. Surely, they bring pride to Cagayan de Oro as they continue to put our city in the map of the world, in the world of boxing. In honing skills from the grassroots, a clear potential champions in Cagayan de Oro. In this light, I move to request for a resolution from the City Council to recognize the said athletes for the achievement they received for the city.
Thank you. Are you done? I'm sorry.
And earlier today, during our flag raising this morning, 11 members of the national team for boxing, together with the national team coaches, were recognized as they joined us during flag raising. They're here in Cagayan de Oro because they want to learn and experience our training program as they prepare for their next international competition. In addition to that, professional Australian national coaches are also in Cagayan de Oro as they learn our training methods. In the same thought, as Cagayan de Oro athletes are being recognized not only in the Philippines but internationally, let me make another motion to request for a resolution to revisit the sports program of the city and explore how we can better improve and develop our athletes and how we can expand the said programs to have more beneficiaries and create more champions. That's it. That's all. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you, Councilor Amy Moreno. So this is for, are they here? No, okay. So,
We'll refer it to the appropriate committee. Such as the sports committee, Madam Presiding Officer.
Okay.
As regards the manifested resolutions of both the reporters, Councilors Evie and Amy, we will take that up at the proper time.
okay. So thank you. Are we going to have photo
Yes.
op?
And the members of the City Council to kindly join the Vice Mayor and the champions.
Shadow boxing to you.
And Mr. Secretary, please collect the names. Okay, okay. Thank you. So, our colleagues, please join the Vice Mayor to accept the presence of the champions in Muay Thai. Muay Thai. Okay.
Manurod dyan.
Sabi ka, gamay, oh.
Dili, ay kilo. Uy, sorry,
Mura, grabe. Gamay lang.
Picture daw ito. Karon.
Buwa ko dito na lang.
Okay, session resume.
Move to lift the suspension of the rules, Madam Presiding Officer. To lift the suspension of the rules.
Okay. Proceed, Majority Floor Leader.
Thank you. On agenda proper, we have as item 1 proposed resolution number. Again, by the way, congratulations. Congratulations to our champions. Sugo ko ni Councilor Yevona Yasini Ivi Imano.
Okay, proceed.
Thank you. Item 1 is proposed resolution number 2022-30, returning to the Barangay Council of Barangay number 21, this city, its ordinance number 02, covering its supplemental budget number 1 for calendar year 2022, with an estimated income of 794,616 pesos and 48 centavos, with the information that said ordinance is operative in its entirety. May we ask the chair to recognize Councilor Yan Lam Lim.
Councilor Yan Lam Lim, you're recognized. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Maayong hapon, Vice Mayor. Jocelyn Rodriguez, ako mga kauban, ug ang mga bisudas 3-0.
Second. Any objection? Motion is hereby carried.
Move to approve the second and final reading.
Second. Any objection? Motion is hereby approved.
Number 2 is proposed resolution number 2022-31, returning to the Sangguniang Kabataan of Barangay Indahag, this city. It's a resolution number 01 series of 2022, covering its annual budget for calendar year 2022 with an estimated income of 2,324,314 pesos and 48 centavos, with the information that said resolution is operative in its entirety. May we ask the chair to recognize the SK Federation President, Councilor John Michael L. Seno. Madam Presiding Officer.
Councilor Seno, you're recognized. Motion is motion is approved.
Move to approve second final reading of the said item.
Any second? Objection? Motion is carried.
Number 3 is proposed resolution number 2022-32, confirming the executive order number 0414-2022 of the city chief executive, entitled an order amending executive order number 001-2000-2022 on and order reconstituting the Human Resource Merit Promotion and Selection Board for move to approve the second final reading.
Second. Objection? Motion is carried.
Number 5 is proposed resolution number 2022-34, accrediting the Barangay Makabalan Women's Development Association for purposes of its membership in the local special bodies pursuant to DILG Memorandum Circular Number 2022-083 and Article 64, Rule 13 of the Rules and Regulations implementing the 1991 Local Government Code or funding its project from the city or other sources as required under the COA circular pertinent thereto. Move for its approval, Madam Presiding Officer.
Second. Objection. Motion is carried.
Move to approve second and final reading.
Second. Objection. Motion is carried.
Number 6 is proposed resolution number 2022-35, accrediting the Bulua westbound fruits and vegetable landing area Labor Association Incorporated, implementing the 1991 Local Government Code or funding its project from the city or other sources as required under the COA circular pertinent thereto. Move for its approval, Madam Presiding Officer.
Second. Objection. Motion is carried.
Move to approve second and final reading.
Objection. Being none, motion is carried.
For item number 7, proposed resolution number 2, school year ceremonies, examinations, assessments, and other school activities of different schools, colleges, and universities in the city, provided that they have complied with the requirements or guidelines imposed by the city mayor or the city COVID-19 task force relative thereto. Considering that the chair of the committee is the one we are giving authority, may we ask the vice chair to kindly present the necessary motion. Councilor Maria Lourdes Gani, may I request the presiding officer? Councilor Aimee, the vice chair. May we ask the city secretary kindly correct the record? May we ask the chair to recognize Councilor Moreno?
Kapirma.
Huh?
So, who will be
Okay.
2022-36.
Second.
Any second? Any comment or objection? Councilor Bernie Sparsha, please.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I think this is a point of inquiry lang, Madam Chair.
Continue.
The way I understand the proposed resolution number 2022-36, which authorizing the Committee on Education through its chairperson, just let me allow to read this so that the people would hear this, that we are Councilor Josette Magtas Daba to issue the necessary sangguniang panglungsod endorsement for the conduct of the face-to-face classes, end of school year, etc. etc. Just a point of inquiry, Madam Chair. I don't know sa akong pagsabot lang, di ba ni mura og executive function ni siya, Madam Chair, nga I think murag sa mayor ni nga power or I think ang kung pwede siguro ang CHED ani mo'y muhatag nga power kay the way I understand it murag di ba the last time we had a we already designate tapos murag gibalik na pod. Sa ako lang ning pagsabot, Madam Chair. That's my point of inquiry, Madam Chair. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Councilor Sparsha. Oh, Councilor Sosette Daba.
Daghang salamat, Madam Chair. Maayong hapon sa tanan. For the information of everyone and for the information of this August Budget Council, Madam Chair.
Okay, so this is just a requirement by the Department of Education requesting, no?
Yes,
For the resolution.
Yes, it's actually from Central Office of the Department of Education,
okay.
not the City Division of Cagayan de Oro. So,
Okay.
gikan gid sa Manila ang order.
Okay,
Madam
sige.
Chair.
Councilor, thank you very much, Councilor Suset Daba. Yes, Councilor Minority Floor Leader, Attorney James Judith.
Subli, maupay. Madam Chair, the way I see it, inani siguro, na ay, because sakto to si Councilor Esparcia, ang siguro, ang nakita na ko, reputes, ang nakita mo ko na ko, inani, ang wording siguro, or a matter of style, dapat ang atong gibutang din maghimo tag resolution interposing no objection. Dili siguro ang ang wording man ko dinhi sa atong proposed resolution is authorizing the Committee on Education through its chairperson Councilor Suset G. Magdasdaba to issue the necessary sangguniang panlunsod endorsement. Dili man ni nato function man ni sa mayor. So ang mayor ani para base sa iyang police power siya ang makahimo. Sa ako lang pagsabot. The way I see it, inani sa Madam Chair.
Okay, thank you, Councilor Attorney James.
Citing the rule and the requirement issued by the Department of Education, it is likened to be the power of the City Council or the Sanggunian as regards social acceptability. In other words, it would be up to the Sanggunian, not the City Mayor. When there are installations, when there are programs that need to be exercised by the executive, like the Department of Education, that the Sanggunian has the vested authority to declare that the people of Cagayan de Oro do not object to the measure, to the proposal pending based on the requirement of the Department of Education. So it's not an executive power, Madam Presiding Officer.
Okay.
It's a vested power of the City Council.
Okay. Thank you very much, Majority Floor Leader. Yes, Minority Floor Leader, Attorney James Judith.
Madam Chair, that's why in support sa atong Majority Floor Leader, endorsement unya and or interposing no objection. Ang wording man, interposing no objection. Kang ako mong good is, murag mo musangit mangkuntaan ni sa balawd nga naghatagtag endorsement dili lagi nato na power. I mean, I insist dili na nato gahom. Wala
Okay.
na sa ato
Okay.
and or interposing no objection kay social acceptability man ka. So exactly, so dapat atong wording is interposing no objection.
Okay, thank you, Councilor Attorney James Judith.
May I respond to the opinion of the Minority Leader? What we are now exercising is divesting the plenary's authority. To our committee, and it's not that the power to divest which is allowed, because like for example we authorize the committee based on our house rules that this committee should be in charge of the following functions, roles and responsibilities, not necessarily divesting the entire governmental regulatory power of the City Council, but it's only to expedite our role, Madam Presiding Officer, because at one time, just for one example, it happened that in the first week of July, because we were not convened yet, and the Committee on the Education has not functioned yet, two schools, one school, with venue, but because of this requirement that the City Council has not issued to pause no objection, that school has spent a lot and it cannot operate on its own without this requirement, Madam Presiding Officer. There may be cases in the future that a ceremony will be informed to the City Council, like for example, on a Monday after the session. And we do not hold sessions in between Monday and Monday. So we need the committee to exercise its authority based on this resolution, Madam Presiding Officer, so that we can expedite the action required. We understand where Councilor James Judith stand from Madam Presiding Officer. Is the authority. And for the Committee on Education to assess whether or not there is a conflict, whether or not the IATF regulations of the national and local levels have been complied with, and that would be up to the committee, Madam Presiding Officer. If we do not act, if we act on a collegial plenary level, the necessary assessment for and in behalf of the City Council, that's the responsibility of that committee, Madam Presiding Officer.
Okay.
I hope Councilor James understands.
Okay,
the
thank you,
authority.
Councilor Ayan Mark Nakaya. You're raising your hand, Attorney Joey. Councilor Attorney Joey, about you're recognized.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I would submit to the stand of the proposition of the good majority floor leader. I think this is only a matter of compliance to the requirements imposed by or asked by the Department of Education, because for all we know, we are still in the state of pandemic, health emergency, and if we can read it in the agenda, it is subject to the compliance of the imposed by the city mayor and the COVID task force. So I think it is only for purposes of compliance, for the safety of especially that in Cagayan de Oro City, our COVID cases is wrong about it, Madam Chair. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Councilor Joey Abu. Councilor Attorney James Judith.
Madam Chair, with all due respect sa Majority Floor Leader o kang Councilor Abo, wala man ko nagsupak. Ang pagsabot na mga dayon ni Councilor Abo and then ni Councilor Nakaya nga nagsupak ko, wala ko nagsupak, nasabot na ko ang konsepto. Ang akong pasabot, ang lingwahe sa atong gamiton nga resolution, interposing no objection gani gipakita man sa ako ni Boss Tort sa City Council Secretary ang format nato nga gigamit sa konseho sa nangagi nga mga konseho. Wala ko nagsupak. Iklaro lang ako for the record. With all due respect,
Okay.
Majority Floor Leader, Councilor Abo, wala ko nagsupak.
Okay.
Ang akong gikuan, iklaro na to sa balaod. Mga abogado, mata Councilor Abo, kabalo mga lugar si Councilor Cabanlas, wala ko nagsupak. Por Diyos por Santo, wala ko nagsupak. Giklaro ko lang base sa balaod. For the record.
Okay.
Daghang salamat.
Thank you,
Hasta the-
Councilor Attorney James Judith. Wala siya nagsupak. Ha? So ano daghan man mo storya na? No man siya ni supak. Ha?
Wala man day supak.
Wala man ni supak na.
But the premise of
So
the...
maybe Majority Floor Leader, probably the way it will be stated.
Okay.
Yeah.
Subject to styling, Madam
okay.
Presiding Officer.
So thank you para di na ta madugay.
Okay.
Okay? So subject for styling, ha?
As amended, Madam Presiding Officer.
Okay. Thank you very much, Majority Floor Leader. So let us proceed.
The motion, Madam Presiding Officer, is for the approval and subject to styling by the City Secretary. So as
Second,
amended.
any objection? Okay, so motion is carried.
Move to
Di
approve
lagi
second
magsupak.
final reading.
Ha?
Second final reading.
Second and final reading. Second. Any objection? Okay, motion is carried.
Nag-premise man sad siya ganina nga
Wa lagi siya nagsupak lagi.
delegated power cannot be redelegated. That is why the argument stands still. Di ba, Councilor Abo? That's the
Okay.
premise.
Okay.
Supak na to kung ang delegated power cannot be redelegated. Delegated. And we submit to that 4B-1A, Lot B, PSD-1008001, Lot 6, PSD number 1005190, Lot 4B-26, PSD number 100700387, with a total area of 1,751 square meters located in Barangay Bulwa, City, containing 5 titled lots, subject to the conditions imposed by the City Housing Board, City Housing and Urban Development Department, and the City Engineer's Office, all of the city. We ask the Chair to recognize Councilor Edgar S. Cabanlas.
Councilor Edgar Cabanlas, you're recognized.
Thank you very much, Madam Chair. Move to approve the resolution.
Any objection? Motion is carried. I like the way it is now done, that everybody is given a chance to speak. If they are the sponsor, then they speak. Everybody's have the chance to talk, to speak. Everybody can listen also from the our live stream. Thank you, Majority Floor Leader. Proceed.
Move to approve second final reading.
Any objection? Motion approved.
Number 9 is proposed ordinance number 2022. That's 2, approving the application for simple subdivision with an area of 296 square meters by resizing into 5 lots, subject to the conditions imposed by the City Housing Board, City Housing and Urban Development Department, and the City Engineer's Office, all of this city. May I ask the Chair to recognize Councilor Edgar Cabanlas.
You are recognized, Councilor Edgar Cabanlas.
May I request Joey Abu to sponsor the...
Okay, Councilor Joey Abu. Kana ba?
Thank you. Is this delegable?
Yes.
Within the institution.
Madam Chair, since everything is in order, I move for the approval of the said proposed ordinance.
Any objection? Okay. Motion is carried.
Move to approve second final reading.
Second, objection. Motion is carried.
Number 10 is proposed, move for the inclusion of items 10 and 11. No more? As item number 12, condolence.
Number 12, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay, thank you.
May I continue, Madam Presiding
Yes,
Officer?
please continue.
Number 10 is proposed resolution number 2022-37, congratulating and commending Mr. Robert Bailen and Miss Jolie
Mr.
Sorry. Miss ang nabutang. But it's Julie. Okay, sorry, if you're here, the council apologizes. Mr. Jolie Mandahino, both residents of Cagayan de Oro City, who won gold medals in the Muay Thai Regional Championships Mindanao Leg 2022, which was held in General Santos City last June 26, 2022 for giving honor and pride to this city and its residents. The author, Councilor Yevona Yasini B. Imano. We ask the chair to recognize the good
Councilor
author.
E.B. Imano, you're recognized.
Memorize it,
Sorry. Madam Chair, I move for the approval of proposed resolution number 202237, congratulating, commending Mr. Robert Bailen and Mr. Julie Mandahinog for
Done. Motion is approved.
Move to approve second final reading.
Second, objection. Motion is approved.
Number 11 is a proposed resolution number 2022-38, congratulating and commending the herein mentioned Cagayan de Oro City athletes who won medals in the recently concluded Palarong Pambansa Visayas Mindanao Boxing Cup for giving honor and pride to the city and its residents to it. A. Nick Angelo Paila, gold. Jerome Cometa, gold. Sherwin Villanueva, gold. Devon Tejano, silver. Drix Rosel Sardalia, bronze. Abraham Borlat, bronze. John Paul Napoles, bronze. Crisaldi.
Motion is carried. There's an amendment? Councilor Seno.
Can we, good afternoon, Madam Presiding Officer, can we include the DepEd coach? Wala ra ba dan eh? Kay atong naguban sa ilaha, kay palarong pambansa, DepEd man ni sanction. Naguban-uban po din taon eh.
Okay.
We'll ask the author.
If that's
Councilor
okay.
I.I. Moreno.
To include Francis Sinadjan, Madam Presiding Officer.
Okay.
Thank you.
As amended?
Okay.
As
Amendment, amended. Any second? Any objection? Motion is carried.
Move to approve second final reading.
Second, any objection? Motion is approved.
Number
Any more
12, Madam Presiding.
Approve the resolution, Madam Chair, as numbered. What number? Number
12.
Resolution number 2022-39.
Okay, second, any objection? Motion is carried.
Move to approve second final reading.
Second, any objection? Motion is carried.
There being no other item, Madam Presiding Officer, move to adjourn.
Thank you. Objection. Adjourn. Let's adjourn. Motion is carried. Happy birthday, ha? Happy birthday again, ha? Yung lechon, bantay mo. you you have your snacks ready for you.
Sugdan sa Vice Mayor.